game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Dobbs. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great...
Snags it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab on the right. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Dobbs. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Second down.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Oh, he's got a chance. Smashes through the tackle. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Handoff to the single running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Bears the pressure. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw on third down. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going with the counter play here. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
The kick is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carve him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With jet sweep pass. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. On target. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls a timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Miami! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got his man. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It sucks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure coming. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Witherspoon. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
On the double. Cricket.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It sucks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put it.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're on 35-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got it along the sideline. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. There he goes. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's got it on the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Flying down the right side. At the 30. He's at the and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Hurricane.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about this game.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Miami! What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Hunt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bulldozes his way through. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And it's his fourth interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now on second down.
Who can score on these guys?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great